Hey everybody, it's me Hetty. Let's make some on a shingle, aka cream beef, aka SOS. Let me show you how I do it. Hey everybody, and as you can see by the title, we're making on a shingle. Some people call it same old stuff like that, you know. Anyway, I'm just using dried beef. I'm using 3 jars. Remember, I'm feeding basically 4 men and myself. So, okay, this is 2.25 ounces. And it comes out like this. And then I just come along and I cut strips first. I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing. I just cut strips first. I don't like them too big, but I don't like them too small, and I just kind of come in and just cut them into a good bite-sized piece. I just come in, no rhyme or reason. Some people like strips. In other words, cut this how you want to. It is better if you cut it into a bite-sized piece though. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish this, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, next let's cover the beef with water. That'll help to remove any extra salt. It'll still be salty, but not as salty. Okay, everybody, I showed you where I covered it in water to get some of that salt off. And ironically, I may need to add salt back in. I don't know, but I like to soak it. I soaked it for at least 20 minutes, maybe 25 even, because I was doing other things. Cold fried corn. Anyway, I have a cup of butter going in. I'm going to let it melt up some. I cut it into cubes, make it go a little quicker if I don't make a mess everywhere. And y'all know what, I can make a mess, right? Whoop. Okay, I'm going to have to let him go by himself. Okay, you don't need to watch me melt butter. So when the butter's melted, I'm ready to add the flour in. I'll bring you right back. Okay, as you can see, we're good to go. I got this I'm on a medium high right now. And this is just all-purpose flour, and I'm sprinkling it over my melted butter. The basics of a roux. You can use oil with a roux too, but believe me, you want the butter flavor for this. I mean, some people use oil, that's fine, knock yourself out. I'm showing you how my daddy made it. My daddy was in Korea. My parents got married the month after my mother graduated high school. They were high school sweethearts, and he was going to be gone for a couple of years, so I'm sure, just in case, they wanted to be married. And he shipped out in 1953. In fact, ironically, he shipped off this very week. Well, last week now, I guess. Today's August 1st. Yeah, I know, guys. I don't upload these exactly when I record them, so I gave you away a secret. All right, so we're going to cook this off. But anyway, I wanted to show you. So I showed you I had the 3 cans of dried beef that I soaked in water because it's very salty. And right here, I've got a cup so far. I mean, I don't know how this will work. I'll probably add a lot more. It's the canned evaporated milk. Just whatever kind of, not the sweetened condensed. Evaporated. Canned evaporated milk. Because this is how they made it when he was over in Korea. And it was always exciting because my daddy didn't do a lot of the cooking back when I was a baby. And then I got to be on up in grade school, and he did breakfast. That was daddy's thing, was breakfast. And boy, of course mama knew how to make it too. Daddy liked to do it for us. So he would get in there and make that on a shingle, and that'd be supper. And boy, we just loved it. We had it with fried corn, just like we're going to have it tonight, fried corn. You can have it with anything you want to have it. It's served on just plain old white bread toast. You can get fancy if you want to. But the Army and my daddy served on plain old white toast. As some call it, including one of my grandmothers called it light bread. Just regular white bread. Okay, we're going to cut this off. Cut this, I'm going to keep stirring. I'm going to quit talking. I may go in with about another tablespoon of flour. So I'll let you know if I did or not. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, did not need to be making a dark blonde roux, but that's what I ended up with. See what I told you about doing too many things at once? Okay, well this is good. This flour's cooked off, that's what we're going for. Again, this is canned evaporated milk. I'm going in with a cup right now. And we'll see how it's going to look. Of course, I'm going to have to salt and pepper it to taste. But before I do that, I'll be adding in the meat. Now, I know I'm going to add a lot more milk in, but I always just go in with the cup first. Look at that. See how you think, oh my God, what did this lady do? She totally messed it up. Nope, she totally didn't. I'm just using plain old Kroger store brand. In fact, I'm opening the second can. Cover it good. Now I'm going to tell you what I do with my leftovers. Now before I add the meat, I'll make that decision. But you'll be surprised. So stay tuned for that tidbit. Boy, I'm splashing everywhere. I already need to clean my stove, but shoot. Wow, I did it again. Right there on camera. I'll definitely have to clean up. But of course, I'll have to cool down first. All right, going back in with more milk. Doesn't matter, I'm going to save this extra, so don't worry about that. If it looks like some is missing out of the pan, it is. I've stirred this down. I actually added half a cup of water. I do that sometimes just to get it loose enough for me to go back in and whisk. And by the time I'm done, all the lumps will be gone. Or 99.9% of them. I'm tired today, folks, so I'm not gravy perfect. But it's good. It's not as lumpy as you think it is. I have reserved a pint, and of which a cup I have reserved here, so I can decide what I'm going to want to do. But first of all, I can tell you, I'm going to come back in with some milk. That's just regular whole milk. Didn't want to open another pan because I think they're 12 ounces, and I don't think, see, this is going to be nice and loose. And I'm going to go ahead and go in. I got a teaspoon of pepper and a teaspoon of salt. Might as well put it on in, that way I can taste it. And let me get this stirred up and keep making a mess, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, everybody, I got this exactly where I wanted it. I didn't do another thing off camera or anything. I did taste it. Might need a tad more pepper, but I think we're good. Then all you do is, this is about how much gravy I need. Then I add in, remember this dried beef is already really cooked. So we're going to just heat it through. Get it mixed in really well. Now you can see why I told you to do it and cut it in bite-sized pieces, a little bit in every bite. As soon as this heats all the way through, I'm going to show you a plate on toast. Okay, look at that. Beautimous, beautimous. You can thin your gravy down, but we like it like that. So just, it's to your taste. Just add a little more milk or just a little splash of water here, a little at a time, not too much. I hope you like this. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.